Tech G, and ESEA.
Hello and welcome to the ESL APAC Pro League. For the first time, we're in the online season now, match day number 1. We're done with the qualifiers. It's time for the actual season, and I, for one, am very excited. We've done Pro League NA over here before, but now we have our own.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't call this one our own, but we kind of
We can claim it.
Okay, sorry to get you off to a bad foot anyway, Tim. But yeah, I mean, if it was Australia, it'd be our own. But for China, I think I'm happy to lend that one out to them and go from there, I think. Well,
all right.
I mean, really, we only have like one Chinese team anyway.
It's close enough. It's Chinese region. It's about regions.
Yeah, the region, right?
Yes. Either way, getting into things for tonight very, very quickly as we do have game ready to go. MVP versus Eclipse will be our first match here. These are all best of 3s now in the online season. So we have MVP.PK versus Eclipse up first, and then 5Power versus SZ Absolute a little bit later on.
Woohoo. Yeah, I mean, they'll be interesting matches. I was feigning some excitement.
I thought you were going to leave it.
Look, I think they're fairly obvious which way they're going to go. It'll be up to MVP to cause an upset here, especially with Machine Gun joining Eclipse. And 5Power, they've struggled. I mean, rather, SC Absolute have struggled against 5Power in the past. So, look, I don't see much changing there. But anyway, apparently there's a game we should be getting into, Tim.
There is. We're not quite there yet, but we're getting close. So I think it's going to be a good game to get us started here with Eclipse versus MVP. One of these teams we've seen a fair bit of on our streams here in Australia before. We had MVP competing in the Zen League.
They've even graced our shores.
They have. They've been here. It was great. But
not
Eclipse,
for them. They didn't win, Tim.
Look, they did. They gave it a spirited comeback. They gave it the best.
They did a terrible job. They should have won. I think they should have won. They lost to Kings, but anyway. Another story for another day. Do you want to go? Do you know the maps?
I do know the maps.
I can test you.
You can test me.
Okay, well.
Oh, look.
Cobble,
Inferno, Mirage, man.
Yeah,
you know, we could have done that so much more dramatically, but I thought, here's the maps. There they are. There you go. Well, bam, take them. Well.
On a silver platter, we give you information. That's what we do. We divulge.
Yeah, look.
What?
Moving on from that.
How do we move on from that? Where do we go?
Do you know where we go? Or do you know where you could go? Go to Dallas. Go and see the Pro League finals, mate.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Wouldn't it just? But
I mean, I should be getting an invite. Like, it should be in the mail. Like,
and you haven't played professionally in quite some time.
I mean, not as a player, but obviously as even just a VIP. I mean, I feel like I'm at that level.
Very important person.
Well,
if anyone thinks Ian is very important and has enough money, then feel free to send him to Dallas. But in the meantime, probably better if you send yourself. It'll be some great games over there for the Pro League finals. We will have, I believe, 2 teams from our APAC region heading over. So that's going to be fun.
Well, yes, it will be fun. Hopefully they can get some good practice, not take too much from practice, because practice is practice, and then hopefully have a decent turnout in the tournament games.
Yeah, well, moving quickly through things as we get closer to our game, Ian. If I was going to give you a sum of money.
About $10,000?
Roughly about $10,000. Maybe a little more, maybe a little less. What would you do with it?
I've heard this one before, actually. Geez, $10,000 wouldn't go very far, I don't think. But, I mean, I'd take it. In Australian money,
would?
Like, well, I don't even know what I don't even have anything I need immediately for $10,000. Maybe I'll do us a solid back at the house and get a better fridge.
Better fridge, wow.
Better oven. Oh,
look,
can
mate,
we do
they
that?
all work fine.
It's a rental, so $10,000 is not enough for a deposit on our own home.
No,
so.
no, it's not. But if you do want to win yourself $10,000, which you may or may not use on your rental that you share with your co-caster, you can go enter the Game Flute giveaway. Details are on the screen now. Go and get some $10,000 dues. Actually, I'm not sure. They're probably US dollars and not Australian dollar dues, but
Definitely not dollar dues. I think they're real currency and will work anywhere.
Real currency? Australian dollars work anyway, mate. We just need to use more of them.
The dollar dues part.
Oh, well, look.
Straight out of the Monopoly Park.
The Monopoly Park.
It's bad enough our money already looks like Monopoly money.
Yeah, but it's made of plastic and doesn't break in the rain and is good.
Yeah, apparently, and doesn't break in your washing machine.
Well, if you're putting your wallet through the washing machine, you probably have other issues in your money.
Well, the way I've been treating my wallet lately, it might as well be in the washing machine.
There's that IKEA furniture, it'll get you.
It's been getting abused.
Oh boy, get you every time. But looking ahead to more Counter-Strike related things, as my voice has a little bit of a death. MVP versus Eclipse. Ian, what are you feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling good. Oh, you mean about the match? No worries. I actually do feel like MVP are going to lose this one. Obviously, the last time these guys fought, or only once this year, according to HLTV, and Eclipse came out on top against MVP, and since then they've had the inclusion of Machine Gun come in, and we all know that guy's a bit of a jet, a bit of a star in his own right. So interesting to see if MVP are going to be able to shut him down. And, you know, MVP, they've been on a bit of a struggle train. They've had a few lineup changes and so on. So, yeah, look, I do think Eclipse is going to come out on top, but MVP are definitely a worthy team to surprise us, especially on their favourite map, Inferno.
As you mentioned in that previous result, it was a 2-0 for Eclipse over MVP.PK. It was a 16-13 on Inferno and a 16-5 on Nuke with the maps they played, which MVP losing on Nuke is not great. They used to like it, but
yeah,
lineup changes.
To me, that's pretty convincing for Eclipse. I mean, you're beating them on MVP's map pick, and then you do a solid on your own. So, interesting. Yeah, we're going to go for the stare-off, shooting our lasers.
Counter-Strike as a space game would be so much fun.
Negative.
Everyone gets ray guns.
I'm not with you on that one.
Well, I mean, Valve have tried their best to add what essentially amount to ray guns with some of the guns that they've inadvertently buffed.
Speaking of buff, how good does this stream look?
It looks
the GUI and everything.
Pretty nice. Yeah, I believe this is the first outing.
Is it?
Of the new ESL HUD.
No, are you sure? I swear I've seen it.
At least it's the first one here in Australia.
Okay.
This is the first time we've used it, I'm fairly certain.
Well, I thought I saw it the other day because I was questioning what those numbers were on their names. I was like, oh my god, do people actually have numbers now, like player jerseys? But it was actually just their spectator number.
Yeah, they all have jerseys and they're all like just 1 through 10 or 1 through 0, I guess it is. There's no random numbers, just as it is. Also, your numbers change per half, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Actually, they don't, but still.
No big deal anyway, but... must be some pretty hectic tactic talk here.
It is. There's some pretty hectic mouse spinning talk going on. Just everyone is either still or spazzing.
That's that Asian mouse sensitivity we always talk about. Don't know how they do it. Some of them are on 6 and stuff. Brought up in the net cafe and end up getting their chance and keep the tiny little mouse pad.
And that supremely high sensitivity.
Yeah, whatever works.
Yeah, I guess if you can get kills with it, they're all certainly better players than I am.
Oh, well,
so who might judge?
Goes without saying, doesn't it, really?
Well, no, I have to say it just to make sure that everyone knows. But looks like it is pistol round time between Eclipse and MVP.PK on map number 1. Did you immediately dismissive of the fact that it is pistol round?
No, I was looking at someone ruining their spawn, but it's no big deal. Solo's going to go for a fast peek here. And it looks like Eclipse are going to go for the sneaky Virtus Pro, which is where you hide like little kids playing hide and seek out towards the statue and bait a push from MVP with something towards B. And you want Solo to think it's clear and then start coming through behind. And that's when this little outfit here strikes. Very deadly.
I know that's what the setup is, but I just really wanted to run boost off that now.
Yeah.
It's not the point, but it'd be amusing either way.
Well, Solo's been around a long time and he's not going to fall for it, but he is going to lose a lot of HP. And he's decided to fall back here. But he's in 2 minds. You can tell he's like, I've fallen off that a little bit too easily. And so Eclipse might have a solid read onto this being a B hit. But they've got full platform control, so they get a lot of time to call. And unfortunately, he's going to go down super quick.
Now Glow going to get into the action on the fight, getting some nice headshots happening. 2 versus 3 now as the bomb is down under CT control. Bit of a difficult round for the Ts to get back, or the CTs to get into.
Seeing Machine Gun go down is quite a surprise, isn't it? Because that guy used to be a monster on pistol rounds, especially when he played for the Mongols. Did that just seem like a really easy, quiet round?
What? How did they win?
Yeah, I don't know.
There was a player alive and time left on.
Something's a little bit fishy here, Tim.
I think it is.
Something's a little bit fishy. I mean, they were patient, but they weren't that patient.
It seems that Glow got a 4K. Look, MVP have won the pistol round, as it seems. Going to buy off this as well. At least one player spent some money. They should be buying it fully. Haven't spent anything yet, but they will.
Interestingly enough, though, I mean, MVP winning that pistol round, it kind of fell apart for Eclipse. They just getting the 2 kills or 3 kills there towards the end, but I feel like they had a master plan at work, but it just didn't come through to fruition. Obviously, getting picked off early at that platform is really devastating, especially when you don't have any utility. And then the split coming down, anything else coming down through that E box or drop room or whatever you want to call it, is, you know, pretty much useless because you just don't have the numbers advantage or numbers at all to prevent that crossfire from just capitulating onto that one tiny room. A guy coming through the window, everyone coming in from the B-bomb site. So, yeah, obviously all going bad to worse for Eclipse, but, you know, still room to salvage it. Whether or not they buy this round is the question. They didn't get the bomb down, so typically you would expect them not to, but Asian meta has never really been one to subscribe to the norm. As I believe, like, you know, back in the 1.6 days, they invented the hero buy. People just dropping 2 AKs or dropping 2 Galils and going in with 2 guys with decent rifles and armor and everyone else just straggling along.
Now, speaking of buys, one thing for Glow there, he did get himself a 4K on the pistol. He also took no damage, or at least took no damage to armor, so he got the straight helmet upgrade without having to reinvest, and that means he gets some utility in this round as well. Doesn't have to put all of his money straight into armor immediately, so that'll help.
Well, he'll be able to use that to stop any sort of rush towards B, and it'll be interesting to see, especially with the MP9s coming up now, if Eclipse decide to sit in the Molotov and burn.
Glow's chucked off the M4 as well, which is interesting. But yeah, that's certainly certainly something we've seen a decent amount of in Go, and it's something that was very prominent in older games, if I recall, is that teams would just sit in the Molotov, choosing to get... Where'd the M4 go? I don't know.
Yep.
Choosing to die to the Molotov and only give up the smaller kill reward instead of dying to the SMGs and giving much more money. But Glow's going to massively overextend here. Will recover to get the kill, though. He's at a close range, losing a battle. That's not usual.
Must have jinxed that HUD, unfortunately, Tim. But anyway, the round is live, and one player down, but somehow Azio has found his way through this middle area to the pillar, and he is just going to execute Glow, rotating into the A site. So this is huge for Eclipse. Looks like they're on the way to winning this force buy. Full map control. They've got, you know, an enemy behind enemy lines, you might say. Azio, again, another kill on the solo. And now that has, speaking of game flip, this round has flipped on its head.
It has, and no one's really getting $10,000 out of it, but...
Oh, someone is. When they win a few more rounds, maybe, like 1 more round, 2 more rounds, there'll be $10,000 there. Collectively?
Collectively, absolutely.
I feel like collectively, there's $10,000.
They're already there collectively.
So, you were saying, Tim? You digress?
You digressed me, but, you know, it's okay.
But now he's got an M4. Where'd that come from?
That was the CT's M4. I think that just wasn't showing.
It was showing as an MP9. It just, because it was on, yes, that person.
Look, I'm not sure, to be honest. I'm a little bit discombobulated, but the CTs here will just have to be on the pistols and armor. Terrorist going against them with a nice light mobile buy. Scout, 2 SMGs, 2 rifles. Good to do the damage here.
Yeah, let's just start fresh, Tim.
Start anew. It's 1-1, basically 0-0.
Yep. It's like the 3rd pistol round now, I think. The first 3 rounds of every game just as, you know, I'm not going to say trash, like it nearly rolled off my tongue. But what I meant to say was...
Speaking of trash, Ian's talking it. Who would have thought?
Yeah, the first, well, about the economy situation of CS, yeah. Oh, HSK. Sneaky, sneaky.
This is dangerous for Bottle now. Will AE get this kill? Or Yayo even getting the kill, actually. But there's kills over towards the B bomb site. Solo will manage to grab 1, but it's only the Mac 10 recovered.
Bomb so is in no man's land, Tim. I'm going to go with Aya for that guy.
Aya?
Yeah, because too many syllables otherwise.
Yeah.
And I'll just continue it, and I'll be like, yeah.
Yeah.
I won't be able to stop.
Yeah.
I won't be able to stop. But Solo on the, he's got the tough job of trying to make something out of this round, but really, give up. Just get some money. Get some cash money. Go get 1 or 2 exits. Maybe get the AK or the M4 if you're lucky.
Yeah, the Mac 10 still can do a lot for you.
Yeah, ooh, well, yeah, it will. Get him 600 Skrill. And
oh, no, I mean in terms of saving it.
He does have that Deagle, so he can keep the Mac 10, give the Deagle away, even flash his teammate if he likes. So he's got plenty of options next round.
The luxury. Being able to team flash. See how hard the T's do push towards him here. They're certainly making a lot of noise, so he knows they're coming.
Yeah, I like this. I'm saving my gun
everything.
Yeah. If I shoot like this, I will assert my alpha dominance, and no one will want to kill me for my weapon.
No, Ian, you don't get it. That was next level pre-fire. That's how the pros are pre-firing these days.
Yeah, the meta has certainly changed since I was a professional, that's for sure. Yes.
That was a long time ago, to be fair.
It could be any time I wanted it to be, Tim. I could just waiting in the wings, waiting for my call up.
From who? Who's calling you up?
anyone. You know, me, Taz, we're going to get together and make a 31+ team. You wouldn't understand. It's an old people thing.
Oh, don't worry. I'm well aware.
Yeah. We're going to be like...
Not a day goes by where you don't remind me how old you are.
We'll be at the exhibitions, you know. Look at the oldest team in Counter-Strike, and, you know, at least we'll win those.
Actually, no. The Silver Surfers have got you there. That team from Poland that are all like 70 or 80.
I will take them head on. I don't even care. I'll break them. The thing is, I found I was far too nice as a player.
I don't believe a word of it.
I should have been breaking wrists, fingers, you name it. Should have been a fighter. And then a player after that. Oh, Sign is in a lot of trouble. Okay.
Whoops.
Machine Gun just gives him safe passage to safety into the B site, but now he's a bit tilted.
We've also had a disconnect, which is no good. He's still with a good chance to get back into this round, but Glow in the corner will not be checked. Bottle does get onto it, but now in the 1 versus 2. Rifle has been recovered for HSK. Zeph with what's essentially a rifle.
MVP are like, okay, well, if you're going to disconnect, one of ours is going to disconnect. You know, it's all about sportsmanship here.
It's true. I didn't notice that.
So we're all just taking turns, disconnecting, reconnecting. First 3 rounds, now the first 4 rounds are probably even keel. At this point, I mean, MVP, Eclipse could go either way. It is a T-sided map for those at home. More often than not, you'll find the T-side will get the majority of the rounds just because they have the ability to really stretch out the defense because it's such a huge map. And the rotation times, while they're pretty quick for the CTs, it's very difficult once the Ts do find themselves into a bomb site to actually retake. Because of those narrow choke points, retaking the B site is obviously through a double doors and that room, the drop room. And then to retake A is a balcony, a portal and a door. So you're really at a struggle to retake on this map. And that's why, more often than not, Ts come out on top. So looks like we're going to have a tech pause because one of the guys has got a bad ping. Can't imagine what it would be like having gigabit internet and still having bad ping. But, you know, life can be pretty tough and cruel sometimes. You would know all about that, Tim. So you live with me and that's fun. You enjoy that.
Is that all you were getting? I thought you were going somewhere with it, but no, we'll just wrap that one up with a bow immediately.
I was going to leave it to you to elaborate. I've talked enough. I think I've earned my fill tonight.
You've done your bit. It's going to be me. I'm solo casting for the next potentially 3 maps.
Oh, they're going to change server next round.
Look, I think it's necessary at this point, given that both teams have had issues.
Right. Yeah, that's fair enough. 5 ping for Eclipse seems fair.
11. Oh, big loss.
Machine Gun is a very nice guy, by the way.
Yes.
So I wouldn't expect him to be BMing.
Look, we'll see. It looks like we are cancelling a timeout for now, so let's see if we stay here or if we need to move. But
should I stay or should I go now? That's what everyone watching is thinking, unless you've put money on the match through Betway or something. Or if you're Russian. I should have learnt Russian. This will be my job next.
Dude, you should have spoiled it. I want you, just one stream in 6 months' time, to bust out into fluent, like, Cyrillic. Is that the written text? I don't know. Anyway.
I can't do that on the stream. That's correct. It is the written text.
Russian.
The hieroglyphics that is the Russian
hieroglyphics.
Language.
Oh, no.
Oh, we got our sexy HUD back. That's good.
It was back...
Production thinks they can pull the wool over our eyes. And not, you know, oh, they won't notice. But bam! Sniper's onto it. Laser eyes. Oh, this is getting off track fast. Not only is the game going at a strange pace, but so is everything backstage, I guess.
Just you, I think.
See, we've got a love-hate relationship.
Do we? Is that what this is?
Not you and I, me and backstage.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
So AE down drop with the classic
Azio.
sort of.
He wants to be called Azio, not AE anymore.
Right.
How do you say AE? Do you know what AE is? I'll tell you.
After Effects.
Nah. Gets better.
Well, Zeph's feeling the after effects of an AK shot to the head, and now Azio, as it may be, is out and finding frags. There's one now who's going to be on the hunt, having the time of his life with a shotgun, except pistol. Ooh, come on, mate. It's close quarters fight. Use the shotty. You've got it.
That's true.
Solo locking down the A site alone. There's players on either side of him. Glow is in connector, but not quite holding an angle that's helpful. In the meantime, Solo's managed to lock down Machine Gun. So MVP starting to swing this round back. Solo's hearing this player swinging on him, but can't find the shot. Still a difficult round for the Ts. They have got the bomb site and they can put the bomb down. It's now 2 versus 2, I think, regardless of what the HUD says. I believe that is only 2 players alive.
Oh, no.
I'm not actually sure what's going on. The numbers are wrong. Something is weird, but potential dangerous situation here. HSK is going to find the flank, but not the kill.
Ooh, I mean, that's always a bit weird to expect someone to be coming from the side hall. Bomb down this late in the round. Everyone's just trying to walk into retake here. And Eclipse are going to get one back. So you'd think they'd be able to string one together, or maybe 2, but we'll see. Still early days yet. We're still in the mucking around stage of the match where it's just going to go either way. Until, as you see, MVP, they're going to opt to... should I even bother? No, they're going to buy. Okay, they're buying. We might not be able to see it very well, but it's going to be finally a gun round. It took us a while, Tim. A little bit longer than usual.
Yeah, normally you start getting gun rounds at round 4 or 5. We're at 6, but hey,
yeah,
we've got one, you know?
Well, it's kind of worked out for both teams to a degree. I mean, we could have actually had a real game of just winning the pistol round, winning the anti-ecos, winning the gun round.
Look at Azio go.
Yeah, yeah.
Man, I haven't seen shotguns being used successfully in so long, and I love it.
Since Snacks was good.
Or JW.
Oof. See, JW just won a big tournament. So
I'm not saying he's not good. I'm saying he's the other player who uses it, mate. You're the one who added since.
Well, you were following my banter train, so.
Wasn't trying to, man.
Schwaderpie. Is that what we're going to go with? Schwaderpie?
Schwaderpie. Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Is it like PewDiePie, but Schwaderpie?
I feel like it's most definitely not. Now, this is a 1v3. Solo left on his
And if
own.
anyone can do it,
kill the HUD updates.
I was going to say, if anyone can do it, it is solo, but not today. Not today. Isn't that what we say to death?
Not today.
Eclipse with 4 rounds, MVP on just the 2. Pretty slow start from them. Eclipse, though, they haven't really been clean wins, I would say. And we're going to see a 3. Oh, man, I don't know what to believe.
4 scouts.
Nah. No.
Oh, baby.
They did not just spend $16,000. I'm not going to be part of this.
I really want it to be 4 scouts. I did spot the 16K thing, but please.
That would be such an immunity thing to do, 4 scouts.
Such a meme buy.
Cobble, it might just work too. Who knows?
Well, I don't think it's 4 scouts. It certainly looks like USPs.
Oh, I know that, but now you've got me thinking about it. I'm doing the theory crafting, as Anders would say.
So, given that you have that, normally, like, I mean, this is nothing wrong. We can talk about this. Normally, you take a scout with some pistols so that the scout can do the damage.
Yes.
And then the pistols clean up on it.
That's the logic.
But with 4 scouts, would you be better off just double peeking angles and trying to double tag people?
No, look, mate, you'd just be shooting them once. And I mean, with a scout, it's not rocket science. You just stand still and it clicks where you point. So, and you can move just as fast as a pistol. So, it's bloody good. If you're able to get up that staircase at B platform, imagine this. All right, imagine this. Close your eyes.
Okay.
No, don't do that. But if you were to go platform, 2 scouts, 1 scout strafes out really wide, tags 1 person. 2nd scout strafes out just a wee bit, tags him again. Kaputski, right? Keep doing this. Get the ace. Everyone says you're a hero. They make frag movies about you. You get 1,000 likes on Facebook. You get rich. This is what it's all about.
This is it. This is the story of a pro player.
And
pro player. It's just about being a scout god.
Then after 3 years being abroad, you make an Instagram account. Tell your 20,000 followers on Twitter, and then you try and make money from that too, because, you know, after 2 years abroad, the trophies are starting to dry up a little bit. You know.
I feel like you're just having a dig at half of the pro scene right now.
What? No, I'm a realist.
Is that what it is?
Keeping it real, y'all.
Okay.
But MVP finally have guns again. Let's see if they can do something with it. Eclipse more of the same, to be honest. They haven't really mixed it up at all. They're going to try and walk out this B platform through the smoke, but these grenades doing a fair bit chunky damage. Now, this is good. That makes the M4 just a one-shot headshot anywhere below that, 86 threshold, so...
Don't worry, they're still going to do 84 and 4.
Yeah.
It'll happen. Full execute out into the B bomb site now coming in from Eclipse. Wall of smokes to get their way out. You spot a player peeking through the smoke. Machine gun with the info, but they're not managing to get the kills. HSK goes 2 for 1. Zion gets another 2 as well. And now all onto Machine Gun. One of the most recent and perhaps the most storied additions to this team to not even get close to clutching out a 1v3 with Solo on the flank. So a much better round from MVP there.
Yep, the full-on lockdown comes through. That's what happens when you're a one-trick pony. Eclipse get punished for hitting B so many times consecutively. And even Machine Gun couldn't pull them out of that mess as the full stack comes in from MVP unrelenting defense there from Sign and HSK, just holding down that platform. The grenades did a lot of damage, the smokes delayed them, but ultimately the rotate came in so fast for MVP, and then you had two guys who just stood up and delivered. So that's always good. A is going to head down to middle. I think he's being backed up by Azio. Oh no, it's Bottle. So Bottle's like a bit of a support, I find, for this team. Potentially even the in-game leader, I'm not sure, but
That was
he doesn't mess around.
such a good Molotov.
Zeph is a hitman.
To such a great peek from Zeph, just destroying it.
Yep.
And Machine Gun getting cheeky through a smoke. We'll spot the peek out, and we'll make no mistake hitting that one. Equalizes the score back up. Gonna keep pushing here. So he has a player sneaking by him under broken wall with Zine playing around there now. So the AWP could be caught out depending on his timing.
You keep wanting to call him Zine, don't you?
Sign, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
X's aren't normally S's. They're normally
Well, they
regular.
can be today.
Okay, he's Sign. Hope to see if it's a sign of better things to come. He will step out and give himself away. Now on his own to hold off this rush. And unfortunately, the spray is high.
Yeah, whiffed a bit.
Did just a little. 3 CTs now left against the Ts. 2 on this bomb site, 1 flanking. These trades are great for wasting time. But that leaves it all onto Zeph. 9 HP and on the flank.
Indeed.
Might have an unexpected position here, but the peek is in, the info's gathered, and nothing really for Zeph to do. Just has to try and win these aim duels, which will be difficult. He's getting some damage done, but a very quick peek.
Action Express just comes in and sorts him out instantly. And what even is that logo? Is it a fish?
It's a dragon, maybe?
I feel like it's a fish.
It looks like, well, on the left there, it looks like it's the head of a dragon.
Yeah. So Machine Gun makes full use of that AWP, clears off the platform.
Oh, yes, Azio from the shotgun to the Zeus. Let's go.
Yeah. Well, not an issue here so far for Eclipse. They're going to bounce straight back, ruin the money for MVP. So MVP are on those little IKEA pistols. And Eclipse now just doing the same old stuff. I mean, Cobble, there's only so many things you can do on the T side. I guess that's why it's kind of a boring map. I think it's probably the most boring map of the map pool. Nuke is my favorite at the moment because there's just so much new stuff, and so like every time I watch it, there's just crazy things happening. Cobble, it's like you have to do this, you have to do that. There's no way to really mess about. So probably one of the easier maps to learn if you're a new player or a new team. There's 4 or 5 basic strategies that you copy and you go from there, I guess. But Machine Gun's going to entry onto the B site with the AK now. Yeah, Sign's just sitting in this corner waiting, picking his time. But they're going to clear it off. And now that is a result of just absolutely no pressure from MVP and really just leaving Sign, you know, in a world of hurt. The push is going to come on from MVP at the A site. Now they probably want to just cause some damage, save an AK into the next round if they can. And that's why Eclipse, they don't necessarily need to fight this. But Bottle just wants the aim practice. And it's always probably the less talented player who gets punished for that, and at the same time probably goes for it as well. But you know, you got to get your ego up somehow. As look at these weird positions. They've just traded places. Oh, the old sniper nest. I miss the days of that. Do you know people used to play this map?
Did they?
In casual. This used to be a casual map.
Oh, God. Actually, no, I've played this in casual. Just you get like 5 auto snipers sitting in the tower being like, yes,
well,
we will peek mid. Thank you.
All right. Well, the reason for that was that the CTs had a sniper nest of their own in the middle, upstairs. And that pretty much divided the map in half even more and allowed CTs to have a lot more control. And since then, I don't think it's really a good casual map because CTs really just get punished across the board. It'll be interesting to see what they do. I mean, removing that room was like removing the window from Hut. It's just changed everything forever. Cobble will never be the same.
Now, quick point of clarification. When you say casual, are you talking casual 5v5 or casual 10v10?
I'm talking like casual servers. You know, you'd play Militia, and then your next map would be Cobble, and then you'd have Torn or something like that. Like the ones that didn't just play Dust 2 every round.
Right. So
But anyway, another story for another day. Or another eco.
maybe so. T's going fast out B. It's Machine Gun again doing the entry work. Lots of good utility being thrown here. Machine Gun. Hello? That's a bit awkward for MVP. Zion will grab himself 1, but leaves it on to Zeph in the 2v1. He's actually got himself a bit of a good chance of going for this one now. Awkward engagements for both sides, but it is closed out in the end by, what did we decide we were calling him?
Which one? A?
A.
Yeah. We'll call him A.
yeah.
And AE, right? So have you ever seen like a 50 cal Desert Eagle and it says AE on it?
Yes.
So the AE actually stands for Action Express. So we could call him that.
Call him Deagle Man.
No, we can't call him Deagle Man because
Why not? I feel it's related.
I feel it would be very difficult later on when there's a... oh, no, you say that. Only one person has a Deagle on an eco round these days because compared to the CZ. It's like a scout, I guess, but yeah, MVP going to buy up. Now, their money has been crap this whole time. Machine Gun with a good old g'day mate last round. That was good by him. The 3K goes in, gets behind enemy lines. I did like the execute from Eclipse. It was like Virtus Pro on the way out from spawn, get the junk over the roof kind of execute. So that was good. A is going to drop down with the snack shotgun, try and clear off drop. Oh, nothing in there. Probably going to confuse him more than anything. He's like, well, they should be here. But...
why they know?
Yeah, exactly. Well, you know, well... oh, spaghetti.
Feed him. Feed me.
Sign is just like, oh, yep. Probably should have saw that coming.
He's been there most rounds. That's probably pretty predictable. Almost thought he was going to get another one out of that, but does go down. So Zeph recovers the almighty sawn off.
Honestly felt like he was playing zombies then. You know, when you get overran completely and just like, yeah, I'm done, guys.
He's like, no, don't do it. I don't want this to happen to me.
There's no res coming out this time.
Now into a 3v2. Machine Gun's on the flank as well. Constantly trying to be somewhere where the CTs will not expect him as the bomb goes down. Good read into their positions.
Yeah, he just wants to keep the AK alive at this point. And if anyone can do it, it's Machine Gun in this server. Probably the best player individually in this server, followed off, I think, by Solo. But he's been a bit inconsistent, probably for the last 6 months, I'd say. Ever since the original MVP lineup changed, I haven't seen the same Solo that would just win clutch after clutch after clutch. 1vx, 1vx, 1vx. So, surely it's been a bit of a transitional period for MVP. But here's hoping. Now, this is pretty much standard how you would see the half going, I think. T's pretty much dominate. CT's win around. T's dominates them more. CT's money really struggles, basically. So, MVP, they really got to put the brakes on this now. They need to stop the B execute coming out from Eclipse, whether that's through some sort of aggression towards middle and trying to come up through behind them. But Eclipse looks like they might be trying to mix things up here again. Just Machine Gun going towards the B platform. He's going to try and... he doesn't have an AWP this time, but he is going to try and assert some sort of dominance there to try and keep MVP at bay or keep them a little bit busy. Asking questions. Is it a B hit? Solo going for the one-way now. This should be a little bit predictable. But actually, A's found a lot of territory in the middle. But he gets caught out now. This is good for Solo. Who's... Yep, that had just happened. But yeah, he was, like I said, a little bit predictable there in that smoke, and I think overstayed his welcome.
Now Zeph going to have to try and hold off this long push. Does have teammates with him, though. So the setup is pretty decent for MVP. Zeph, though, gets a peek. Does have the tail from his blow now, but Zeph still trying to get the work done here. We'll get the spray going. He's managed to bring this hold back. Now into a 3-on-3. He drops the bomb as well. Machine Gun 1 versus 3 now. It should be a bit too much to ask, but
I was going to say
similar heroics from him before.
Oh, yeah. I swear Zeph probably would have had that on the first bite of the cherry. I don't think he had to come back for more, but Machine Gun, look at him. He might have overcooked this a little bit. Because he's come up into this balcony, the CTs would actually expect him to be there if he came from B, whereas he had actually come up through middle, so that was his opportunity. And, you know, like you said, Machine Gun, as you would expect, he finds himself into these areas that, you know, you think he wouldn't be. And those sort of players you get used to. You say, okay, well, he's not with the main gang, so where would he be? Where could he come from? And that's what can happen because you are one of those players that over time, I mean, the guy's on 21 kills, Tim. Am I to believe that is accurate?
I think so.
I mean, it should be Machine God, if anything. Talk about ELO rank. What do you call it? ELO Hell.
ELO Hell? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he did go to America, but I mean, he played for Splice, I believe, wasn't it?
Yes, and he was on that international Splice roster.
Yeah, it's like one ELO Hell to another, to be honest.
Which was Machine Gun, Davey, Crucial.
I'm also upset Machine Gun and Zilkenberg split up. That's like mum and dad splitting up. You know what I mean? To me, that's what that was. It's like they were the original,
the OG mum and dad.
OG Smash Brothers. It was like Mighty Ducks, you know. And Goldberg got sacked.
Oh man, Mighty Ducks. Good time.
Quack quack.
Goodness me.
Oh, you're gone now. Yeah.
No, I just
a bit of a cough.
Yeah, just having a bit of a moment.
Say, I didn't think I was the one to cause that. I hope not. I hope Quack Quack doesn't become your coconuts.
No, just bit of troubles. Either way, ASIO down drop once again with a sawn-off. Should be getting predictable, but it's also a shotgun, so I wouldn't be surprised if it makes it work.
I don't think he's done anything really on a gun round, so.
It's true. The gun rounds he has been holding off. Bottle getting some sharp headshots here. Sign will get the one trade, but Machine Gun's back on it. Bow from Rock. Good line up to find one, but now he has a lot of angles to fight. They are giving him the chance to fight them, though.
He wanted to fight it, dude. He was like, I will fight everyone all at once. Give me your kill.
I'll take you all on.
Yeah.
Bad Optimus Prime. Anyway, Solo in the 1v2 now. Bomb still down. You leave me alone. Picked up, but why peek? That's dangerous.
If anyone can do it, it's Solo. And Machine Gun versus Solo. That's the real duel that's going on in this server, in my opinion. And Solo's going to come out on top this one time. But Machine Gun is so far winning the war. MVP, they do put the brakes on. They win 2 straight. This is really good from them. Eclipse, though, they don't really need to panic. 9 rounds is pretty much spot on the money where you need to be. But MVP are starting to come into this game just a little bit. And at those sorts of rounds, they could end up hurting Eclipse if they don't have a strong defense.
So riddle me this. You're in a 2v1, you pick up the bomb, and you peek with the bomb.
Yeah, but riddle me this. You're Machine Gun. You're up against someone else.
That's true.
Not Machine Gun. Okay?
You make a good point.
So you live by the sword, die by the sword. He can't be the same guy that goes in and gets 3 headshots and be the same guy that you want to be afraid of getting 1. So something that a lot of people struggle with when it comes to dealing with star players, and the attitude that both they have and the attitude that your teammates need to have when they, that's why some teams, they get angry when their star player goes for those unnecessary peaks. But you can't say, oh, it didn't work this time, I'm angry. But when it does work, be like, my teammate is amazing.
See, the thing was, I don't think it was Machine Gun who peaked. He was the stairs player. I think it was his teammate who jumped up broken ball.
Oh, you mean that? Oh, okay. But
yeah, like his teammate grabbed bomb.
Imagine being top Machine Gun's teammate and just being like, I will bait for you.
Yeah, true.
It's literally
you
like,
raise a good point.
It should be a done deal. And, there was a stage in the Aussie meta where people just love to 2v1 in any sort of 1v2 situation. You just forget about the bomb, forget about anything, you just go for the kill. But some players are good enough to deal with that, and Solo definitely is. But he's going to go down to that fabulous pistol. And they've relinquished control, full control of the A-bomb site, which is never good. Never good.
No. HSK now in the 1 versus 3. Going to push up through mid here. Won't have any T's looking at him immediately, but the crossfire well set. The peek is there, the info is given. And now HSK is going to win some very sharp aim duels here. He does have a kit which gives him the extra time, but no utility. And he's going to get 1 digged, I believe, out in the end.
Yeah, so, I mean, those pings look pretty similar to me.
Yeah, it seems fair now.
So, but, I mean, I'm seeing some really late reactions. Pretty off pre-aim, if I may say so myself. I expect a little bit better from both of these teams, to be honest.
Warm-up game. It's fun.
Yeah, probably, potentially a warm-up
Well, actually,
game.
No, because they were sitting in warm-up for...
Oh yeah, but that pretty much cools you down if anything. But there you go, Machine Gun is on 22 frags. He did cool down a bit towards the end, I think.
Yeah, but if you're 22 and 9, you're not really cooling down that much, are you? Doing all right.
He's doing all right, yeah. He's having a fair go.
Giving it a fair shake at the sauce bottle.
Yeah, having a crack.
How many other Australianisms can we fit in here?
I mean, is that a word?
Yeah, I just made it one.
But HSK is going to lead off the B push. He's got the bomb as well, I believe. I can't tell. Zeph has the bomb. But he was going quickly towards the B platform, but that was just to mess with us viewers at home. And now they're going to slide on down that wall quietly. A's in a bit of trouble here, unless he turns it on. Let's see what happens.
About to have a lot of T's walking into his crosshair, and they do shoulder peaks. That will force him off the angle. No one pushing his long, though, so he is safe to fall back.
Good discipline.
But now we'll have to see how the CTs adjust. ASIO is holding mid here, and his long is dangerous.
It's a fake. It's a fake Tim, I think. What? Unless they're boosting Solo up here to...
So is Solo the lurk now?
He's just gonna sit there on pole dance, and the others are gonna rotate back. Now, this is what's gonna happen. The CTs are gonna push for information together because they're mates, best friends, holding each other's hands. And Solo's gonna pick them up. Doesn't matter. Had fun.
That, though, will give up that it's only the one player on A. And now the read's going to come in. Great dink on the machine gun, but he's deleting him.
Jesus.
Gets himself the first one onto HSK. And now the T's are scared. They've run into machine gun already, and they're just like, nah, see ya. We're going to go elsewhere.
Everything actually looked good until it switched to machine gun, and I was like, that's not the guy you want on the platform.
But they have managed to get their way out drop and get the kill. A now on the A bomb site, getting pressure. Has to fall back and try and fight this one alone, essentially. His teammates will have to rotate, but again, good discipline, falling all the way off. Going to play the retake game.
Ah, so maybe that's what Solo was boosted here for. Yeah, look, don't let them land. Just shoot them in the air. I like how MVP were just like, oh, there's machine gun. The middle. Let's go middle to A. They don't know he's on like 9 HP. Oh, God.
And even if he is, are you going to be the guy who calls machine guns dinked? I'm certainly not.
Ah, no. There you go. The god is dead.
Leaves it all up to...
See the confidence they have against anyone that isn't machine gun? Like,
nobody.
Let's hunt him.
Yeah.
Just fight him with me. Anyway, Shooter Pie goes down. Good pistol round from MVP. Definitely what they needed. It was looking pretty shaky towards the start. Solo going down to that one-on-one duel. But machine gun getting gushed through the box and then does that on the retreat. I mean, that's because he's a great player, not because it's a fabulous weapon.
No, that's one of those kills where I think using the word deleted is justified.
I mean, yeah, deleted. Yeah, fair enough. I really got to think of something else.
All right, well, you do that while we talk about these quad Mac 10s that they have. MVP going for the good old money farm. Fast B, the classic T-side strat.
CSGO meta.
He's just going to get the info that they're going out, but he'll be able to stop it. Most likely not. And A is almost entirely empty with the exception of A, who's pushed very far up the A halls. In fact, he's out in the T-spawn almost.
I'm like, at which point do you come back to him? At which point do you go, okay, this expedition has afforded me nothing. I will now come back to the A side.
What is that voice?
Well, he's a British explorer, you see. And
Sir David Attenborough.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't had a chance to practice my Attenborough in a while, actually. So, but one
Give me your best Attenborough cast in the one before.
And now Aya is going through the drop room, and will find very little. 0 success here for him, as the dominant male Glow will take off his head after the mating ritual has conceded. What are you doing?
What do you mean?
I thought you were gone. I thought you were like, I'm out of here. I was like, don't leave me, Tim.
No,
I need you.
I muted my mic so I could laugh without feeling ashamed.
I mean, you can. I mean, no one else is laughing.
Yeah, but look, I'm having a good time.
Well, that's all that matters. I'm here solely for your entertainment.
Oh, we know. Don't you worry, we're aware.
I was waiting for your Attenborough impersonation.
I was too busy laughing at yours.
You just
Maybe
have
later.
to start every sentence with, and now HSK will model
basically
drop room. You know, that's all it is.
We see here the mating dance of the counter-terrorist.
Yeah, oh yeah. If ever there was a place, it was in there. Everyone gets mated in that drop room.
This is getting a little bit silly, but...
It's a very fast engine. Go.
Very quick indeed. Everyone's dead.
Oof. That's that 10 sensitivity we were talking about. Just like, oh, he's behind me, is he? Okay.
I'm going to move my mouse 2 inches.
Yeah, flick of the wrist. And underneath this truck,
we see the terrorists in their
natural
natural habitat.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You're picking it up now. The flashing yellow light on the back indicates toxic acid or something inside.
or something.
Yeah. I'm not actually an expert.
I love unsure David Attenborough.
Yeah.
That might be my favorite casting skit of all time.
I just read the script and I can't understand that word. And we couldn't afford to re-record.
Budget is pretty tight.
Yeah, oh, it would be nowadays. Nobody is buying National Geographic. I am in trouble. We have to sell DVDs, and I don't have a DVD player.
Oh boy, we've got to cast the game here.
I mean, it's a gun round, but is it? I mean, we got Mac 10s.
Double AWP out in the CT side.
We'll call it a bonus round.
Will we?
My favorite.
All right. Well, fast push into the A bomb site. Machine gun's going to go down. Hey, isn't sure where. The machine gun's just like, I'm just going to look this way.
Maybe his name is an onomatopoeia, and that's what happens when he dies. It's like the Dragon Balls we were watching. And he just goes, ay, 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 ay.
Oh boy, that is my favorite thing.
Okay.
All right. A0 1v4. Probably should return to a little bit of seriousness here. He's going to jump straight into a Mac 10.
I mean,
Solo
why
will grab
should
the
we?
AWP.
Why should we?
Just for that
We're
much.
still in the early stages. I mean, Eclipse, they've got the 10 rounds, sure. But MVP, they're on the comeback train. They're on the proper T side for it as well. Who knows what can happen? This can go either way, and I think this could actually dictate the entire series. Dare I say it, Tim? Whoever wins this map wins the series. Dare. How dare I?
How dare you?
I mean...
Sorry, my mind's just been off in comedy skits. Now I'm thinking, have you seen the
hope-
Monty Python one with the life or death struggle of the
If
bull
I could just
limpet?
give some legal betting advice to those in Russia, do
Yeah.
not listen to me.
That's the advice. Don't take my advice.
I do not want your Twitter tweets afterwards
Twitter
saying,
tweets.
saying I lost you X amount of rubles or whatever the hell it is you guys spend over there. It's been a while since I've been. Oh, I've never been to Russia. My bad. But I assume it's rubles, or is that Stalker? I can't remember.
I don't know.
It's all the same. They speak Russian in Stalker, don't they?
I don't know. I haven't played that.
Privyet. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, so pistols. How good are they?
They're fun.
bit like this broadcast.
Well, no. What I was thinking before as okay, so there's no kills here. All right, they're not getting.
Do
any.
not
That's
cast this team.
good. No. I was saying if they get the first kill, maybe they get something, but they've got none, so it's not happening. Anyway, have you seen the Monty Python skit with the life or death struggle between different animals?
No. I might have, but I've forgotten it.
The bull limpet engaged in a life or death struggle with the wolf.
Oh, you're going to do the voice.
That's actually what it is. Yeah.
Have you been practicing that?
No.
Oh, you should.
It's just one of my favorites. Thanks. Thanks, mate.
That's okay.
In the meantime, the CZs have done some damage.
Okay. I'll work on mine, you work on yours.
Okay.
I'll probably do Bear Grylls next time. I'm done with old people. I need to bring it down to my level.
It's a long way.
I wonder how old he is. I feel like he's a lot older than me, but he might not be. Who knows? That's the crazy thing about being...
70s, right?
That's about the weird thing about being in your 30s, Tim. You're just like, oh, that guy, he's older than me. And then you find out they're the same age as you. Or like new people come along, like new celebrities. And you're like, oh, they're about my age. Turns out they're like 10 years younger because that's possible.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Oh, boy.
gun round now. 10-10. This is where things get serious, Tim. This is where you and we get serious. I think. Maybe, perhaps.
The hand
we'll
motions
see.
you're making are anything but serious, but we'll give it our best.
When not on camera, it's like when not in Rome. Yeah.
Sure. 3 CT stacked on the B bomb site. Azio's found himself some B long control, but we'll get off the angle just in time for Sign to escape. Does burn from the molly, but the AWP actually hunting for the frag there by the looks.
Yeah, that's insane.
Could be dangerous. Machine Gun's going to get flashed out, but not giving it in, and Azio is going for this.
A lot of information.
The timing's worked out. Sign's got away, but still, that's entirely cleared out. In the meantime, the other AWP strikes on the A bomb site, getting rid of Zeph down into a 4 versus 5, and the CT should have a great idea that B is clear here. Really, ShooterPie should be rotating at this point.
Oh, he made noise.
Oh, no.
Yep, mistakes were made. Oh, we're still going to try and get into A, are we, Solo? Unlucky. Bottle is going to take him down, and now the fast rotate will have to come out from Eclipse here. Surely these guys, they weren't born yesterday. This will be very obvious to them. And a 4 versus 3, it's going to be very difficult for MVP to get out of here. Just a molly and a smoke.
And a flanking machine gun, which is not what you want, but the AWP strikes again. AAR with 2. Now HSK trades it back, 1 versus 3. Should hear them running all around, but not going to be able to do anything about it as Bottle comes through with the final headshot. Eclipse take the 11th.
Yeah, Bottle's that guy that like sits behind the crowd. And at the end of the game, when something has to happen, he's like, I'm here. And everyone's like, oh my God. That's what that was.
Was it?
And the thing is, you said, oh, machine gun on the flank. That's the last thing you want. Actually, you might want machine gun on the flank. Because
he's not fighting you immediately.
He's not fighting you immediately. And you know where he is because it's machine gun. So you'd be like, where's machine gun? No, he's not with the guys. Oh, he must be on the flank. Bang. So therefore, that is where you want him.
You've logicked me.
Yeah.
You've thoroughly logicked me.
Logic bomb. I would drop the mic, but it's relatively expensive.
And also it's attached to your head, so unless you want to headbutt the desk.
Well, some of these games, Tim, give me a chance. Not this game, but some of them. I mean, this is good because it's 2 good teams. The only downside is that it's like Cbble. How do you feel about
there was something I was going to say before that I've been sitting on for a few rounds, kept forgetting to say because we were talking about other things. You were talking about the fact that Cbble is quite static and
boring. Yeah.
Yes,
static. Yeah.
Static.
yeah.
There is a few adaptations you can make, but like it's mainly the same executes and you use them differently. Like the main example that comes to mind was when VP, I can't remember who they were playing, but they ran B through the standard wall of smokes. Yeah. Like smoked off the back of the fountain, block off door, dropped smokes in the lane. Yeah. But then they ran through it and retook the bomb site from connector side.
Yes.
Like that was pretty cool, but it's still like the same.
It's pretty rare, and that's pretty VP. That's like a VP thing to do.
Yeah, and you can't do that every time because they'll just say, all right, if they smoke it, we watch the smokes.
That's when you know your opponent and you know yourself. And so they've smoked off the B site. They do their smoke wall. They get in just like Eclipse did in that first round where Machine Gun went absolutely ham, right? And the second time they do that same strat, they know I'm versing a top caliber opponent who knows how to react to that strategy now after just seeing it once. And next time they're going to push through the smoke. And so what they do is they do the exact same strategy, and either Bayali or Taz would push through the alleyway, through the smokes, or either push through the statue.
I think it was actually like 3 of them that did it, but
well, I
it
mean,
was still a fabulous
if it was
read.
a Tech 9 back in the day, it would have been a lot of them that did it. But they actually adapted the strategy to be just Bayali, and he just goes nuts and jump. We call it pizza. I don't know what you call it, but
No,
he just
pizza is
yeah,
what
he
I've
just
heard it.
jumps straight into pizza, and everyone else is blind or whatever, and not expecting a Tech 9 or anyone with a sound mind to walk through.
Well, the example I was thinking of, it was more like they did a full site retake with like 3 or 4 players, but they definitely did it the way you mentioned as well, just sending one guy through to get the unexpected flank. So
Yeah. Oh, but at the end of the day, how else do you do it? I mean, unless you just brute force B platform and then start shooting people off like a shooting gallery from the tower here at the end of the platform. You know, it's like, what else can you do? You have to smoke the stepping round, you Molotov the stairs. It's a lot of the same over and over. But where the difference is the CTs can actually do whatever they like.
now they've got a lot of time to move around as this execute is not quite here yet from MVP. They've certainly got all the nades out, but they're not yet out. But that's a big missed shot from the AWP. Shooterpie does enough work for him, and his teammate gets 2, but it's not going to be enough to stop the bomb going down. The Molotov will miss its mark. And a 3 versus 3 with the bomb planted. Solo's coming out through drop and should get a flank out here. He spotted one. Gets the trade, but now a 2v2, and Solo's going to fight them a bit closer, I think, than he's ready for. And he will catch an AWP to the chest. Now all up to HSK on the bomb side. We'll catch out the AWP, but he's oh my goodness!
HSK.
Up against Machine Gun, and he hits the transfer to make it work. Entire 11-11.
I spoke too soon, or in my head, I was like, that's the really wide peak, HSK, what are you doing? And then HSK happened.
Yep, I feel like that's a fair summary, really.
Russians will be furious right now.
Why do you do this?
That was a super important round for MVP, and that's going to put Eclipse's money in the bin. Say it a lot, actually. That's my saying. So you can use that one if you want, Tim. But
What, put their money in the bin?
money is in the bin. They're trash.
Definitely.
And now MVP are going to find themselves in the lead for the first time since the pistol round. Round of applause for MVP. Golf clap. AE looking to get something done with the pistol on the platform. It must be a serious case of deja vu playing this map every single round. Like, oops, smoke come out, flash comes out. A is going to go down here towards wide A. HSK just patiently watching that angle, avoiding any pushes, because that's the one thing that will screw you over as a T-side on this map, is letting your guard down, just like some sort of saying. And
just call it wide A, by the way, instead of long A.
Oh, is that what you call it?
I call it long A, yeah.
Ugh.
Not wide A. I've never heard wide A before.
Wide A, wide B, wide A, long A. It's not really longer. Anyway, maybe. I prefer
chance here.
It's Machine Gun.
It is, and he didn't get a kill.
So HSK had to be especially careful. And he was.
Shooterpie's going to hear all of this action, though. We'll catch them running by. Ezio tries to make noise in the A-bomb site, but he can't do anything. Flank has to come in now from Shooterpie. He's actually holding the trigger, but then he's with every single shot. He stayed alive a lot longer than I thought he would, but surely he goes down here. There we go.
Every time you say Shooterpie, I just want to say Shooterpie, like that.
Shooterpie, not Shooterpie.
Yeah, Shooterpie.
Shooterpie.
I don't know, is that what
My name is
PewDiePie does?
Shooterpie.
Yeah, see, I don't know if it's like a South Park thing.
I don't know what it is.
I don't know what it is, but that's how it sounds in my mind. So I just can't say it normally.
I think it's just because that's literally PewDiePie's thing, and he's like,
Shooterpie. I don't know.
I don't know where that one came from.
I mean, I'm just trying things now.
Just experimenting.
Yeah, well, we got it.
And here we see the commentator in his natural habitat,
Yeah.
experimenting.
Yeah. That's not bad. Not bad.
Except my voice cracked at the end.
Yeah, look, your voice cracks a lot lately. Tim.
Look, you win some, you lose some.
You're going through a difficult time.
Don't you dare put that on me.
But MVP will put something on Eclipse in a moment. And that might be a B execute. Straight into work. The seriousness. And stuff. Solo's long A.
HSK is looking for this angle when he peeks out of this box.
Who
In the
will
meantime, he's just checking out.
There's no AWP. Who will win?
What do you mean there's no warp? HSK is holding one.
No, for the CTs.
All right, well, there you go. Machine Gun, you're going to open up onto Solo. Flashbang over for ASIO. Spots out the boost as well. That's a great shot. Goes for the second player, but jumps. That happens to me. It's when my mouse registers the scroll wheel for some reason. And there is the double for Mask Kill. Coming in. Leaves it all onto Zeph in the 1 versus 4. He's just going to peek straight out long and try and contest this. Try and do anything, but...
Well, this hurts.
It does.
This seriously does hurt MVP. That was their chance to string a few together and keep Eclipse's money low. But the fact that Zeph will have to just do some damage here, maybe get a couple of kills to even just... Oh, no. You hate to see it. The coward's way out.
Ditch the orb, get the deagle.
Yeah, he's going to try and recover an AK, but at least he won't give it. He knows... See, that's the thing. He knows their money is so bad. I mean, even throw this one up on the boost if you want.
Just throw all the guns out.
He wants to get the kill first. That would make sense. And he's secured that, so that's good. So he knows their money is so bad that AWP will really benefit them quite a lot. So getting the 1 kill there, that's good. Look at these AKs getting picked up. They want that AWP. Where is it? I can smell it, but it's not there. And yeah, anyway, so that's just the knowledge that MVP have. You can tell they're very intellectual team. They just struggle with the execution quite a lot lately. Well, MVP are going to come back into this and try and win the round, because if they do, then Eclipse shan't have a whole lot of money left. Shan't.
Shan't. Shall not.
That English language.
Gotta love it. Full bad for both teams, though, so we go into a gun round again. This one needs to be a bit better for MVP. HSK is holding this angle. This time not going for the boost after being undone so easily last time. Playing things a little bit more passively, a little bit scared. ASIO's playing a dangerous game. That
did not look passive or scared. It looked like I'm going to rock out with my knife out.
Rock out with your Glock out, you could say, if it was a T player.
Yeah, well, it wasn't, therefore. But Sign is going to bust on through dry and get a bottle to the face. Like a good night out. And HSK stuck on the platform here. This is good. The smokes are down. That's going to provide a bit of cover. CTs have fallen off. They want to use their numbers now. They've got Shooter Power and just a 1 HP.
So the T's have worked their way into this bomb site. The smokes are going to fade, and they haven't used them to plant with, so now they've got to win some aim duels. Looks like they've got a boost up drop as well from Eclipse coming in, so that means the flank will come through B long eventually. And MVP, they do have some time to work with here, but no utility really to use. It's a flash into the middle of site to try and get themselves out. Glow's going to find a pick, though. That'll help. Now it looks like they're pretty aware of where these CTs might be, keeping an eye on the long, keeping an eye onto drop, but they've got to put this bomb down at some point. It will go down now. Double peek in from drop. Go out the window instead. It's all going to be down to who finds this first duel. Who can even spot out another player first? And HSK has done so. Gives the info as well. Glow should be hearing all of this action on the push. This is very winnable for MVP if they can hit these shots.
Yeah, I'd say MVP have a huge advantage at the moment. Oh. There we go again, just a little bit over peaking, and the 1 HP player is going to clutch it out for Eclipse. Such a crucial round as well. That was MVP's chance to really keep their money alive. And to think to get clutched out by just 1 HP. Oh, he's going to recover the AWP as well. Fantastic.
Well, that was actually a really solid 2v2, but that Molotov forces the stairs player to overpeak, and then they can't trade off it.
And that was Machine Gun's Molotov, so nice work from him. HSK, though, I feel like needed to do a lot more from that position. Yeah, using hindsight, I suppose, but you can be a little bit crazy on that platform. You don't have to just be set to the confinements of the staircase. You can get on the box, you know, you can do anything. The bomb was down, there's plenty of time. They had a flash, Glow gets the kill, it was great. Everything was awesome, as they say in the Lego movie. But now MVP are back to the drawing board, so that's where they are right now. They've paused the game. They're all got out of their seat, back to the whiteboard, squiggling down some stuff.
Having a chat.
Do you reckon it'd be quicker to write stuff, like in Korean, on a whiteboard than English?
I don't know. I have no basis to answer that question, whether I don't speak Korean
I
or
feel
write
like,
it.
especially if you're Chinese, because they have like symbols for things. So
yeah,
that'd be so much quicker. But then, do they read right to left? I remember that someone reads right to. It's Arabic, isn't it?
To be honest, I did Japanese so long ago that I can't remember.
Japanese.
Well, they still use kanji, which is the Chinese hieroglyphic. Hieroglyphic isn't the word, but like the picture alphabet is.
Hieroglyphic. That's a good way of putting it.
Well, that's that's what it is.
Yeah.
That's the part they share, and the Japanese has hiragana, which is the main style of Japanese.
Why don't you save that
spoken,
for the next game?
And I can't
You're
remember
using all
anymore.
your Japanese knowledge
I'm out.
one map early.
I've even been there, and I've still got nothing.
Oh, the old Dragon Lore. Gee, do you remember when that was a thing?
What, the skin, the
Yeah.
position?
Yeah, it's skin.
Still a thing. I'm pretty sure, like, the most
They're still
expensive
expensive?
skin. I think the most expensive skin sold on, like, a site now, and not
Yeah,
you know, an
spit it out.
off-market transaction, is like a souvenir Dragon Lore for like 60k or something. I think it was a Skadoodle one after the last major.
Oh, souvenir.
Yep.
That was a very long-winded answer.
It was, but you know.
But that's why you're
We
in
got
the
there.
play-by-play seat, isn't it? Long-winded is your thing. Or is it? Would you want someone like me doing play-by-play? You'd just be like, oh yeah, they're in,
Maybe.
and they've got it. Ah, well done to them. They don't long-wind it.
Maybe.
With the analysis stuff, you don't really draw it out much, you know. So this is the facts.
Perhaps.
I see what you're doing.
I'm glad you've gotten onto it. Wasn't sure how many more one-word answers I had in me without.
You
without
were
giggling.
exploding on the inside.
Oh,
That's why
absolutely.
I'm happy that I feel like I won. Because you were just
Look,
like,
probably.
I want to say more than one word, but I can't because then he would be right. And yada, 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 yada. See, I put on a few more yadas at the end there because I feel like that's how many yadas you would have used. Because it's long-winded.
All right. Sure. Whatever makes you happy. Ian, question for you.
See? Bang. Just had to be quiet for a little bit and it starts.
Question for you.
What?
What is the MVP adjustment? What do they do?
So hard. Well, they've been, what? They won a good clutch. They lost a good clutch. They got the B bomb site pretty easily. They didn't have much success getting into the A site. They pretty much got stopped. The retakes come in as well, so that was bad. It's looking bad. What was good was a lot of mid to A stuff early on, avoiding machine gun. I mean, that's not your strategy, but it's just what ended up happening. And yeah, I think maybe... I mean, look, they've already got Eclipse kind of eating into the palm of their hand because their Eclipse aren't taking that platform control very well now. There's just the one player there. Maybe it's either it's AE or somebody else, you know, and then that's it. They fall off. They have to go back into the site. The worst thing you can do is fake B and go A because then they're already halfway rotated in the middle area. So you kind of want that guy to stay on the platform and be as far away from A as possible with the AWP. We will see. MVP, who aren't really that bad on this map, will no doubt have a better idea than me. 2 Mac 10s though, Tim. What do you make of that?
Go fast B. Easy out drop and do that. Exactly.
Is that not what I said?
Basically.
That's scary.
You're clearly a psychic glow. What, guys? How long will this take? They should realize they're not moving, right? But
Now Kith.
they've gotten past each other. The bottle's going to come back in on the reflank. Like, hello. That wasn't fun.
We should call that the g'day, mate.
The good day, mate.
Yeah.
The how you going?
Yeah.
That's a good old how you going.
No, the g'day, mate.
The good day, mate. All right? Well,
Because that's what Machine Gun did in the smoke earlier.
Good day, mate.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? You know when you walk past someone and then you got to, they walk past you and you got to tap 'em on the shoulder and you go, g'day, mate.
But you don't
You
want
walk
to
past me.
Yeah, but you don't want to like get caught up in a conversation.
But you
'cause
called
both
him a
have
mate
things to do.
to like, you know, ease the tension a bit.
Yeah.
When maybe they ignored you.
But also, you both got things to do, so you can't like prolong the conversation. You just gotta acknowledge
do
and
you
move
both
on.
have things to do? Depends how hot they are, you see.
I'm more meant in tasks that need to be completed that day. But you know what?
I had you thinking for a second though. That was good enough for me.
I'm an easily pleased man, Ian.
Bang! MVP back into this team. Aren't you excited? This is
I
going
am.
OT. This is going overtime.
That'd be pretty good actually. I haven't seen some Cobble in a while, so
Oh God, let it end. No, just I love Cobble. What are you talking about, Tim? Shut up. What are you trying to say? Ugh.
I don't even need to talk to let you trip me off. I'll just let you do it.
There's a third man on the desk. It's my subconscious.
It's me. It's all me. Look at the money on the T side now, though, on a more serious note. They've got plenty enough money to get some drops
Oh,
out.
they're doing hella good after the Mac 10 round, dude. Did you see it was like a mid to B, not a mid to A? Is it because I said hella good? You're gone.
Yeah,
Good
it's
night.
because you said hella good. How dare you?
Who else said hella good the other day? I remember I was throwing
no
it back.
one.
I was throwing it back when somebody used un-English words, you know?
I think it's a little bit too meta if you reference something that someone else in our broadcast may have said.
Well, that's
I
the
think
whole...
too meta.
No, yeah. Well, if you follow the broadcast, as you should be, this should all make sense. Otherwise, if you haven't tuned in to the earlier episodes, there's some inside jokes you're missing out on. So I suggest rewinding if you have the VCR.
Wonder if anyone knows what they are, or if that's just a real old man Ian moment happening.
Yeah. Those were the days. You had to buy a separate tape that was made to clean your machine. Crazy, right? Crazy. And you also, even though it was a video player, it had the same fixes as a Super NES.
Which was percussive maintenance.
Take it out and blow on it and put it back in.
Percussive maintenance is the correct term.
No, that's when you just hit stuff.
Yep, works.
I don't know what you'd call maintenance that involved some sort of oral act.
What sort of maintenance in... What?
That's how you used to fix the cartridges. You blow into them, and then you put them back in.
Yeah, I know that, but you couldn't have described that worse.
Or couldn't I?
Not a challenge.
Not and stay employed at the same time.
Oh, boy.
Challenge accepted, Tim.
No, it shouldn't be.
Why are these guys on USPs when one guy has a rifle?
I think that was a bought.
Is it
yeah.
Well,
I think it was a purchased rifle.
Still P250, you know? P250.
And there goes the rifle. There goes everyone around it. I've got a couple USP kills, but a couple is not going to be enough.
Oh, yeah, but Machine Gun's alive. Can you hear it? It's like Jaws. Jaws music starts playing. Yeah.
I'm not going to continue that.
Just for a guy that does a music degree, I expected a lot better, to be honest.
Look, don't know what you're talking about. I've never done a degree in Jaws.
So many places I could go, but I will stay in the confinements of Counter-Strike. Machine Gun circled and assassinated. Oh, it gets bigger for the freeze time. I didn't notice that. Did you notice that?
No.
Is that just me?
That might be.
Gets a little excited for the freeze time?
What are you talking about?
The HUD.
No, I didn't spot that. I'll keep an eye out for it next time, then.
Keep an eye out for it.
Okay, let's see if it gets smaller here. Ready?
Oh, that's a bird job.
That's,
oh, dear.
I don't really know what you're talking about there,
Well,
mate. Looks like it's all the same to me.
MVP are running out of tricks, though, to be honest. I don't think they can go mid to B again.
What if they just go B?
Well, that's pretty much the same thing.
They do have solo up through A long, though, trying to make some noise.
They've pushed the AWPer back. So, like, this is what I mean when you do your execute and you fake it. It's like, well, now they're back behind the fountain, so they're, like, technically closer to A. I want to see what MVP's plan is here.
They have rotated another player back onto the A bomb site, so it wouldn't really do anything.
They would have heard that zoom for real, right?
Surely. Azio still looking for the angle now, just knife peeking it.
Just a casual knife peek, Tim. No biggie. It's not an important match.
It's an info peek. He's not going to throw his knife at them in. Azio's having a bit of a rough game, though, statistically.
HSK missing that shot. It's a bit of a doozy.
There's a bit. He's going to flash himself back in, though. They're actually... Is that a player boost?
Running out of utility, to be honest.
They are. And Smoke's going to stop them up as well from really being able to use that last bit of utility that they've thrown. There's two players here.
You don't see a tree boost much anymore, do you? Oh, yeah. Glitch in the matrix, Tim. No big deal. Here comes the execute now. It's a contact play for MVP.
That's a sharp shot from Sign. Opening it up with two frags, pushing into the bomb site. Has his knife out still. Needs to get a gun out there. His teammates will eventually bail him out from it. And when the dust settles, it's Machine Gun left in the 1 versus 4. Rotating in from the A bomb site again. Just a UMP for him. And AK will be retrievable once he gets into the bomb site, but that's easier said than done. He's going to choose to play out through drop, and I think he's heard this player at doors. Determined to find something here, but the time ain't going to do him. Knife?
Of course, Machine Gun comes out on top.
Where was Zeph looking?
Oh, who knows? I mean, oh, yeah, just whatever. But, of course, just Machine Gun things. 30,000 sensitivity still makes it work. 28 kills. He slowed down heaps on this CT side, but then again...
he was 22 and 9 at the end of T.
Yeah.
So he's gone 6 and 10 on this CT side, which is not great for him. But really no one on his team has done a whole lot in terms of individual impact. Machine Gun looks like he will stay alive here, though. Just barely holds on to that AK-47. But MVP now,
Do I get my wish?
match points for them.
Do I get my wish, Tim?
What is your wish?
Overtime. See, this is good by Stein.
And then this.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think he was out of ammo. I didn't hear the click.
Just keep going.
So
no, he was. You know when you get that click when you're on like 5 bullets left? That one of them did go through. So he had like 5 bullets left. But still.
That's enough.
Just but go nuts, son.
Not a knife, surely.
Not the knife. Of all things.
That's not a knife.
Sticking the chairs and so on. Hashtag Aussie things. Well, Solo, despite his name, actually has friends.
We've got the double mag 7 out as well, which stinks of desperation play for me.
The Pasha play. Do you remember the days of seeing that and it just work?
I honestly remember seeing more Davey there than Pasha. But
Who?
Davey.
American?
Yes.
Yeah, that's because all your B stream stuff.
No, this is before I started casting NA stuff. It's just he always would sit there, yeah, all the time on Cobble, just always be there with like, he was more of an XM kind of guy.
Yeah.
But he was always there.
The alligator, we'll call that.
Yes.
But no one else will know what we're talking about. Yeah, there's been Australia doesn't really have a love affair with the Mag 7, does it? I mean, there's not really any players in the top scene right now.
No, it's occasionally picked up as like all right, I'll go for it, but it's not really anyone's choice.
So good though. Like, especially on like a map like Inferno, Train even. Just like Cobble, it was made for, obviously, that B platform, that little hole.
Just anywhere you can be a sneaky beaver like this and easy-o.
But that happens a lot, which is kind of annoying.
That is incredibly annoying. That was 82-1 at that range when you thought he'd be aiming at the head, but now it's just a 2 versus 5 for Eclipse to try and clutch this map back out. Going to need some big work here from the remaining 2 CTs. Machine Gun's down, so we can't pull that card out again. And that's a great shot from Glow. Now 1 versus 5. Pretty much done here.
Well, don't make me rule him out, Tim. I'm not going to do it.
Okay, don't do it.
No, it's going to be tough. UMP in hand, get smashed through the door. Look, that's such a nice execute from MVP, and that's actually going to get them the win. Unbelievable stuff. They turn it on at just the right time. Look at that comeback. The T side, only 3 rounds for Eclipse at all. I mean, it was like a slow burn, wasn't it, Tim? Really, Eclipse had a bit of fight in them, but after the first, the 2 rounds that they string together, MVP mix it up a little bit, and then they come back out on top. But no one team really looked dominant on that map until MVP towards the end. They figured them out.
Well, it was a bit back and forth. It was a 5-10 half for MVP into a 16-13.
Team map.
True.
That's a pretty standard, like 5-10 is what you want for a team map, or like a T side on a team map. That's the standard, right? That's what you'd say. 9-6, you'd be like, oh, wow, 6 is good. That's a lot of rounds to work with. You only need to get, 7 on the T side and you're all right. But getting 11 on the T side is schmick for MVP.
Pretty good stuff for them, so they will get it out with 2 rounds
it was like
left or available, I guess, to play with.
They wore him down. You know what I mean? That's what it honestly just looked like. They wore them down.
There's your good day, mate.
Yeah, the good day, mate. There you go. Yeah. Let's see if we can get that to pick up. I'm sure we'll use it at, someone will use it at IM Sydney.
Maybe.
I'm sure. Like, if anywhere it was going to get used. Oh, he's gone through the smoke. He's gone for the good day, mate. I can't wait. And then everyone will be doing shoeies. Have you guys bought your tickets for IM Sydney?
I've certainly bought mine.
Yeah, good. Good. That's a good plug, right? Do I get commission?
That was the worst plug I've ever heard. Have you bought your ticket? Don't talk about when the event is, what it is.
It's May.
It's early May. May 4 to 6 are the arena days. A few days before that are the group stages. So there you go. There's your plug.
That was a nice round by HSK and Sign. Look at this as well. I mean, for anti-ecos, as far as they go, I mean, what chance do you have? What do you think that's a good idea without a flashbang? I think Eclipse really, they're on the precipice of figuring out this map, and watching this demo might just help them out a little bit to get over the edge next time. I wasn't expecting MVP to win. I expected Eclipse to win this map, and for MVP to come out and win it in the way that they did as well, it was pretty unbelievable. It actually showed me that maybe MVP is the better team now, even with Machine Gun in the Eclipse roster.
Maybe so. I mean, they certainly looked a lot better on the second half of that map, of course, but they were all starting to fire up towards the end. Most of them getting involved in the fragging. It wasn't just Machine Gun being on 28 and the next person on 22 or something like it was for Eclipse.
It just surprised me because you saw Bottle playing well. It was across the board work. AE, ASIO, bang, everyone's having a crack. But MVP still come out on top. So who knows? This next map, it's MVP's pick, Inferno. I think they're particularly good on this map, especially the old school players have been playing it a very long time. So, yeah, I think this could be a 2-0. I did say whoever won that map will win the series.
You did, so
That
now it
was
has
just
to
like-
be
that
an
was just
MVP 2-0.
Bit of friendly banter.
Oh, was
Can't
it?
be taken too seriously.
Can't be taken too seriously. Right, well, we're going to see whether or not Ian will be correct in his prediction as we will go to Inferno after a very short break. Stay with us.
Probably will be.
Be focused. Be uncompromising. Be the best